First, to our top story this hour, the US President Joe Biden will be visiting Poland tomorrow. And according to Ukraine's defense ministry, Russia may attempt to disrupt Biden's visit. Well, according to reports, Russia plans to launch sea-based and land-based ballistic missiles, as well as air-based cruise missiles. Ukrainian officials say that these actions by the Russian military aims to disrupt Biden's visit to Europe through means of direct nuclear blackmail. US President Joe Biden will be leaving Washington today and will be visiting Warsaw tomorrow. He is expected to reaffirm Washington's commitment to support Ukraine in the ongoing war. According to White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, Biden intends to send a strong message of solidarity. Meanwhile, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has said that China is considering providing weapons to Russia in its war against Ukraine. And issuing a warning, Washington said that any supplies would cause a serious problem.
We also had an opportunity to talk about Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine and concerns that we have that China is considering providing lethal support to Russia in its efforts in Ukraine. And I was able to share with him, as President Biden has shared with President Xi, the serious consequences that would have for our relationship.
Blinken further asserted on how the assistance would contain lethal support, which includes everything from ammunition to weapons. Blinken had made similar comments during his meeting with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, where he told his China counterpart that if China provides material support to Russia or assistance with systematic sanctions evasion, there will be consequences. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenski has said that Ukraine's military is inflicting extraordinary significant losses on Russian forces in the eastern Donbass region. Zelensky also said that the French President Emmanuel Macron was wasting his time considering any sort of dialogue with Russia. During an interview, Zelensky said that it will be a useless dialogue. Macron will only be wasting his time. The Ukrainian president further asserted on how it's impossible to change the Russian attitude. Well, for more, our correspondent Anas Malik is joining us live from Lviv in Ukraine. Anas, bring us up to date.
Well, what we know is that I got here yesterday, Kathy, and we've seen that the city has changed. It has been a drastic shift in a year's time. Last year when I was here, right at this very point at the Rhino Square, I'll just get aside, and at the very Rhino Square, it used to wear a deserted look, and today, in about less than a year's time, we're seeing that life is back to normalcy, or at least what is the new normal. Around, you'd see people there, here and there. They're out on the streets of Lviv, and they're trying to get back to their normal lives amidst Russian aggression that continues. What I've also seen is the fact that restaurants are now back to being open as to how they were pre-invasion times, but the constant fear that the people continue to live in, that is there, that is palpable, that is something that you can feel. I've been speaking to the locals, and they say that the war is a reality, the Russian invasion and the aggression is a reality, but they can't continue to just be hostile, just be jeopardized because of it, and therefore in the face of Russian aggression, they are here to resist, and this is their way of resisting the Russian aggression by going back to the new normal. Katie?
Anas Malik, thank you so much. Live in Lviv there in Ukraine, bringing us up to date on the situation.